Hello, back in North Yorkshire today in a little bit of woodland next to Swinsty Reservoir. This is a really nice quiet little bit of woodland that I come to if I want to try a new technique out or a new bit of gear that I want to play with. There are quite a lot of cars going by today. The area is rammed. I was going to go and do walk a lap of Swinsty Reservoir, which I do quite regularly, but it's absolutely packed. Lots of people walking off too much Christmas food, which is exactly what I need to do, but not today. So the reason for today's little video, after my last video, the huge problem that I had, apart from not having a clue how to put a video together, but the huge problem I had was audio. Now, I knew that without a mic, it would be a little bit of a challenge in the wind, and that noise would be picked up by the camera, and it would... Joys of the countryside, quad going by. I knew the wind would be a problem. It was really super windy on that trip, and I knew that the internal mics on the camera wouldn't handle it very well. And sure enough, they didn't. But I just wanted to get out there and try and at least put a video together, however bad it sounded. But I thought for the next one, I really need to get a microphone and just get that bit of it sorted at least. So I did a bit of research and came across a wireless Go 2 system by Rode, which I've decided to go for. Now, there were lots and lots of videos reviewing the actual system and comparing it with other systems from DJI and people like that, but there weren't many. In fact, I don't think I saw any review videos that compared the microphone, the Rode system, to the internal mics on the camera. So at the moment, I'm on the Canon R6 Mark II with the Rode system. I've got the record level set to manual, so I'm in complete control of all of that process. There are tons of videos out there that review the actual specs of the unit, so I'm not really going to do that. In fact, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to go for a wander and leave it recording. So obviously, the huge advantage of having a microphone physically on you like this is the sound stays consistent as you're going for a wander. The reviews seem to suggest that you could get up to 150 meters with this system before it starts really kind of dropping out. I'm not going to be doing anything like that. At the most, I would imagine I'd go 10 or 15 meters away from the camera on a campsite or something like that. But let's go for a wander anyway, if only for my own curiosity. So I'm probably maybe 25 meters away at the moment. Let's keep going. So fingers crossed the audio is still crystal clear. There's a little bit of wind around today, nothing like in the Lake District, but I've just got the little dead cat muffler on the mic. So hopefully the audio stayed nice and consistent there with no dropouts. So what I'll now do is I'll come back down to the camera, hopefully without slipping over, but at least I'm filming it if I do really make an idiot of myself. I'll change to the internal mics on the Canon R6 Mark II with the record level set to auto, so you can see the difference between this mic and the internal, basically the camera looking after its own sound. Okay, so we're now on the internal mics on the Canon R6 Mark II, the record level's set to auto, and the camera is basically completely looking after itself. I've just turned it on and gone for it. I imagine by the time I get back here, the sound level's starting to drop off really quite a lot. And the further back I get, the more ambient noise you'll hear of cars going by and leaves rustling and squirrels running up trees and stuff like that, and less of me you'll hear. Probably not a bad thing. And by the time I get back here, you probably can't hear me at all. Okay, so now we've done that little comparison using the Canon R6 Mark II, we'll do the same test and the same comparison with the other camera I used in my previous video, which is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So now we're on the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the receiver from the Rode system directly into the iPhone on USB-C. There's no setting you need to change in order to do this. You just literally connect the receiver to the phone on a USB-C cable, and the phone recognizes the receiver as being the audio input and automatically uses it. So here is the iPhone 15 Pro Max with the Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone. And this is now the iPhone 15 Pro Max on the iPhone's own internal speakers. And I'll do the same thing that I did with the R6 Mark II. I'll just start taking steps back, and I imagine my voice will start to drop off really quite dramatically. And you'll probably not hearing much at all back here. So hopefully this gives some kind of an idea of the difference you can achieve just by using a wireless system like this. And there we go. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, please do leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and if there's any other kind of comparison you'd like to see or hear, just let me know and I'll try and do that in a future video. Bye for now.